You're gonna go get a kiss from her?
No, she gonna kiss me.
Okay. Hello, welcome to my first vlog. I'm gonna be talking about my first experience at hitc class. The reason why I'm filming me talking about it is because I don't have a lot of vlog material from when I was actually there, because I am too shy to vlog. If you notice a difference in video quality throughout the vlog, no you don't. My phone ran out of storage, and that's what I was using to film all the video material I'm using for the vlog from the festival. But for this recap, I'm using my DSLR. But it was my first time at a music festival. I went with my boyfriend Locke and 3 of our friends, Lynn, Jimmy, and Ben. We didn't get any photos together. That is one thing I regret, is not taking a lot of photos with my friends at the music festival. And the ones that we took are really ugly, so don't look at them. Hey, sleepy puppy. This is Cookie, if you didn't already know. Sorry, that was off topic, but okay, first music festival. So we stayed from Friday to Monday, so we didn't have much time to actually hang out in LA or anything. Okay, so Lynn, Locke, and I take one plane and we get there around 5 p.m. Ben and Jimmy take separate flights and they also arrive around the same time, so we just take one Uber to the Airbnb, which was located 30 minutes away from LAX. And that wasn't even the worst part. The venue where the festival was located was 40 minutes away from our Airbnb. So we get to the Airbnb and it's a 5-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom house. It's one building with one house on the left and one house on the right, same layout and everything. And we were sharing this Airbnb with 4 other people. We were sharing it with Ari, Sean, Gabe, and Jenner, which are 4 friends that I had never met before this trip. I've known them through Twitch. They were all so nice. Let's see, I think I'm so awkward in real life, so I couldn't talk with them as much as I wanted to. So when you first walk in, I didn't take any videos of where we stayed, but you can see this staircase leading up to the 2nd floor with the 4 bedrooms and the 2 bathrooms, and then to the right on the 1st floor is your living room, which is pretty spacious with only a sectional sofa opened up into the kitchen and a dining room. Why did I say sofa like sofa? Anyways, it was a big place, but it was kind of empty. It was spacious, but there was nothing to fill up the space. Like, there was no art, no decorations. I mean, it was nice nonetheless. It's not like we were staying there for the majority of the days that we were there. It was just a place to sleep and get ready. So the first night we wanted to go to the beach, but we didn't have time to, because by the time we arrived in LA, the time it took to get us ready and everything, we would arrive at the beach probably around nighttime, and we didn't think it'd be worth it to drive that far. So we just got some tacos at this local taco stand near our Airbnb. It was literally right down the street, so we just walked around the corner and we were there. But that was our first day. We just chilled and rested for the next day, because next day is first day of hitc class day. So day 1, we wake up around 9 or 10 a.m. to get ready. I wear this white top with a bow in the front. I'm pretty sure Jenny wore something similar, and I needed it. Not just because of Jenny, but because it was pretty cute. Don't cancel me, but I got my outfits from Shein. Lynn and I didn't get many pictures together, unfortunately. But I just didn't think about it when it came to taking pictures with my best friend. Girl, it took us 2 hours to get ready. I'm pretty sure it took 2 hours. I had to curl my hair, we had to do our makeup, apply our accessories, put on our outfits. But it's worth it, right? It's worth it for a festival. So we get ready, we take some group photos. Lynn and I ride with Ari, Sean, and Crystal, who came to ride with us to the festival. We were lucky the first day we were able to get parking. I think it was general parking right by the entrance. So you go through the security checkpoint, Don't forget your wristbands. If it's your first time at a music festival or any type of event similar, don't forget your wristbands. We were lucky to have Gabe with us because before we left, he went and checked everyone's wrists to make sure they had their wristbands on. So we get there to the festival, we go through security checkpoint. As soon as you enter, there's the cutest cloud welcoming you in. The double happiness stage is to your right. You can see your merch on the left, some food stands everywhere. Water stations, we were able to get flavored water for free by following some water company's socials. The thing is, we didn't have any service, so if you're going, please prepare for that. You're just not gonna have any service. We actually prepared for not having service because Jimmy told us to download this walkie-talkie type app to use before we entered the festival so we could communicate. And guess what? We forgot to. None of us opened it before we entered, so we just forgot about it. And foreshadowing, we needed it later. So we enter, we meet up with Jake Bob. We take a few pictures at the front. And then we make our way to the main stage to watch Hojin perform. There was already a big crowd at the main stage, so we were near the back of the pit. But whenever Hojin was done and then Millie came on and other artists started coming on stage to perform, people would start leaving the crowd, and so we were able to scoot up slowly. So we were in the pit from Hojin to Chungha. And one thing about this festival is I came to this festival to see Chungha. I really wanted to see Chungha. She was probably the artist I was most excited to see at this festival. And so I was determined to stay in that pit for Chungha. And I did. I don't think I would have made it if my determination to see Chungha wasn't so strong. But she gave what needed to be given, so it was worth it. I'm not trying to exaggerate, but I think I was dying. You have the sun out, you have people surrounding you, you're in a pit of closed space. And you have people wearing tank tops because it's hot, obviously. Don't forget sunscreen, by the way. And you know, when you put people and sun together in a closed space, you produce sweat. So I'm in this enclosed area. It was so crowded, there were so many people. And no, it's not just sweating a little bit. No, they were sweating profusely and it was so disgusting. I don't know how many people I touched, but it was just so tight. I couldn't even maneuver. I couldn't even dance if I wanted to. And girl, I was there to dance because it's a music festival, first of all, but I couldn't even enjoy myself because I would be either backing it up onto somebody or somebody would be backing it up onto me. I thought I could survive. After Hojin performed and Millie performed, I was like, this is doable. The set kept going on, and Chungha wasn't coming out, and I was feeling dehydrated. I finished my lukewarm flavored water, and I had this Bear fan / charger that I got from Amazon, which sucks, by the way, don't get it. And I was using that to try to fan myself to keep myself cool, but I was just not having it. And finally the queen herself performed and I was happy. But after that we left the pit. We were not gonna stay in that hole for as long as we did, but we did. So we formed a little train to get out of the pits, and along the way the train breaks. So me and Locke get separated from Lin, Ben, and Ginny. And the person who you should be most worried about in this situation is Gabe. Somewhere along the sets, Gabe got separated from us while we were waiting for Chungha to perform because he was able to get near the front as people were leaving and we were trying to go up, so we lost him along the way. So after Chungha, Locke and I were trying to communicate with the rest of our friends, but we couldn't get any service, so we saw this coconut stand and we decided to get a coconut because it looked good and we like coconuts. So we waited in line. All the food lines were so long, but this coconut was so worth it. I don't know if it's because I was dehydrated or if it's because of the sun, but this coconut was so good. I felt like I was on an island sipping on it. That's how good it was. And I've never been abroad, so that's saying something. But I have been to Puerto Rico and I've tried their foods, and I think that's what a coconut would taste like if I were in Puerto Rico again. We make our way back to the front because Jay Park is performing, and I wanted to see Jay Park. perform because I love his music. So we make our way back, but we're not going into the pit because we learned our lesson. So we stay near the back where there's more space, people are chilling, just sitting in the grass, watching him perform. And so I think he's performing All I Want to Do or something, and literally all I wanted to do was a throwback. But I didn't because I don't know how to. So Locke and I were just in the back trying to dance, and all of a sudden I want to make our way to this more open space behind us. So I take his hand and I lead him to the back, and there he is. Jimmy in all his glory. Jimmy, Ben, and Lynn are there, and they're like walking in our direction, and I could not believe we ran into them like that. I thought we were gonna be lost forever. I thought we'd probably spend the night at this venue. Like, how are we gonna get back to our friends? We had no car, we had no service. How are we gonna Uber? I just had all these thoughts running through my head. But as soon as I saw Jimmy, they just dissipated. So we enjoyed the rest of J Park's set together, and then Gabe was able to make his way back to us because Lynn was able to communicate with him. I think J Park was probably my second most favorite set out of the entire music festival. My first favorite has to be Millie. Her whole set was just so fun, and I wasn't expecting it because I didn't listen to Millie before. I was most excited for Chungha. Chungha would probably be my third favorite out of the whole festival. So Millie, J Park, and then Chungha. And after J Park, we met up with our other friends like Jenner, Ari, Sean, and Crystal, who were with some other Twitch friends that we got to meet. There was actually so many people I was not expecting, but I recognized their Twitch handles and their faces and just their names, and I was like, oh my god, I'm getting to meet all these people in person. It's actually crazy. Everyone was so nice. It was so cool meeting everyone online in person for the first time. I was really shy though. I didn't know what to say. So we just hung out together for the rest of the festival. We decided to make this one particular tree our hangout spot. It was our designated spot in case we got lost, and it was right near speaker 5, so we would say speaker 5 that tree or something, so the next day we knew where to go and meet up. So I don't recall the rest of that night, to be honest. I know we went to eat at some Korean place, which was really good. I don't think I have any footage from there besides one of Crystal sleeping. She was so tired, but I don't blame her. The whole day was so tiring. I mean, you're out, you're in the sun for hours, you're having fun for an entire day, so we were all exhausted. So we just went to bed that night. The next day, we weren't in a rush to get to the festival as we were the previous day because there weren't any artists that we had to be there early for. I know some of us wanted to see Ilana and some of us wanted to see Stephanie Poetry, but we didn't make it to either of those. Jimmy, who are you excited to see today?
BB. Hey.
Who are you excited to see today, babe?
Huh?
Who are you excited to see today?
You.
Oh my! We were trying to go to Roscoe's Chicken, I think. But it was too busy, so we ended up going to this place that Ari recommended, and she was like, we're gonna want to share these fries because they're super huge. And I guess nobody believed her because we ended up getting 3 fries and we didn't finish 2 of them because they were so big, but it was really good. It was like 3 or 4 by the time we got to the festival. But this time we weren't so lucky with parking. We had to park in the back this time. I don't know why they led us to the back, but you know those people who tell you where to park? They told us to go around the back. I'm like, oh okay, maybe they just ran out of parking in the front, which makes sense because we got there later than the previous day, so we had to go to the back. But the thing is, there's not an entrance to the venue at the back, which doesn't make sense because it's where the main stage is. I would assume there's some type of entrance near it or anything, but there wasn't. So we had to walk all the way to the front to get in, and I kid you not, it was like 30 minutes and I was so tired and it was hot. I had to walk. I think we got there when Warren Hugh was performing, but we couldn't watch the stage because we were too busy walking. So we're walking and we're walking, and Crystal and I are complaining, like, are we there yet? Because we weren't. But we finally get to the front, but I guess it was worth it because, I don't know, the timing.
The walk was worth it, guys.
It was worth
The walk's
it.
worth it.
The 40-minute walk.
We took a long ass walk and we got to see OTV.
We parked really far. We were complaining about the 40-minute walk, but we got to meet. Oh my god! I think they're behind us.
Wait, where are they? Oh wait, they disappeared.
So as soon as we enter, I'm just in a rush to meet up with our friends to get to the main stage, so I don't really look around me. In general, I don't really notice my surroundings. I'm pretty oblivious to everything and anything surrounding me. Like, I don't remember the exact words that Lynn said, but she said something along the lines of red hair and Lily, and I look and lo and behold, it's Lily Pichu taking a picture with a fan right next to us. We're waiting for Lily to get done talking to that fan so we can try to talk to her and get a picture, when I hear, Lily, come on! And I look over and it's Pokey, and I'm like, oh my god, Lynn, Pokey's here too! Yeah, it was so nice meeting them. They're so sweet in person and they're so pretty. So the second day I wore this shimmery dress thing on top of this white top and white short set, which is also from Shein. I think my second day outfit was definitely more extra than the first day. I should have worn it the first day, but it's fine. And then we met up with our friends at Speaker 5, Designated Tree, and we enjoyed the rest of the festival from around that area or just in the back of the pit. As much as I wanted to see BB, I did not want to go through what I went through the day before with Chang'a. It was just as nice seeing her from the back, because the thing about being in the pit when I was watching Chang'a is, even though I was close, because by the time Chang'a performed, I'd say we were pretty close to the stage. I couldn't see her because everyone in front of me was super tall, not to mention everyone was using their phones to record her. Me too. But that's how I saw her, is through my little phone screen that I was filming with, because I couldn't see her with my actual eyes, so I had to look at her through my phone screen. Which really sucked because I wanted to see her in person. She was there, I mean, obviously. And with BB, I didn't see her up close, but I did get to see her from far away.
I wanna keep myself clear. 어떻게 씻어내는 건지 술 냄새와 담배 연기 easy clear shit. 오늘 했던 거짓말과 어제 했던 fantasy shit. You know how to keep myself clear. 다 씻어내는 거지.
Sometimes closer is not always better. Unless you're barricade, I don't think it's worth it. Or unless you're super tall, which I'm not, so.
I'm nervous, but don't got the nerves to go tell her. She poppin', hip hoppin', no buying Jamelas. Breaking, I'm thinking to play it, go shut up. My features depends on the shit that I say. All my patience.
takeout from some Japanese place and brought it back to the Airbnb. And then we had some friends come over to hang out, but everyone was just so tired. We were slumped. We just called it a night and went to bed. I'm sad though I didn't get to say bye to anyone because I went to take a shower early, and by the time I came back down, everyone was gone. But it was really nice meeting everyone. Monday came and it was our last day. That's so sad. I regretted not staying longer than we did so we can actually explore LA and everything. It wasn't my first time there, but I know it was Locke's first time there, and he wanted to go to Fairfax and we didn't get the time to.
Wait, I need to put on my lipstick.
Wait, what are we doing?
Before that, we went to this breakfast place that Gabe recommended. It was so good. I remember the French toast so vividly.
Hey.
We spent most of our time in Little Tokyo on Monday.
We are in Little Tokyo.
They had a Sanrio store, which I was super excited for whenever we first walked in and I saw it, but it was rather disappointing. We waited in line because of COVID protocols, and when we were able to get in, it was just really underwhelming. There wasn't many items, and even some of the items they advertised along the walls weren't even in stock. I just expected a lot more from the Sanrio store, and I couldn't even take videos of the store, which I guess makes sense, but I could have at least had some vlog material, if not an actual item. That was Monday. Our trip was short-lived, but I think it was pretty fun. That was my experience at hitc. I tried to get some photos and videos with everyone. It's hard to vlog, especially when you're new. I don't know, I'm just not yet comfortable with letting in such an audience into my personal life. I don't know how to talk in front of a camera, even though I am a streamer. I am pretty shy. I don't know what to say most of the time. My apologies if this vlog is boring. I'll try to do better next time because I do want to vlog more. So I think for next time, I will do my best to actually vlog. But yeah, that was my first vlog. So I hope you enjoy. Bye!